Hi guys, and welcome to this Chi Talk. Today I'm going to talk to you about how you can clear out your mind by clearing out your home. So if you feel stressed or tired, then it might be time to clean out your cupboard. So stay tuned and I'm going to give you some advice on how to do so. Number 1, detach yourself. So we all have a tendency to attach ourselves to our stuff. For some reason we believe that we can't live without our stuff. It's the ego that tells us that we are going to die if we don't have all of this stuff in our lives. Maybe we have a certain image that we need to keep up with the things that we have, or maybe we just have memories that we believe we're going to forget if we let go of this stuff. But it's all an illusion, it's not true, because we are able to live with much less stuff than we have. So I'm going to give you this exercise where if you really have trouble letting go of your stuff, then collect some stuff that maybe you haven't used for the last year. Might be things that are valuable, that are worth a lot of money, might be stuff from your grandparents or whatever it is. Just pack a box and put it away. Put it in the attic, wherever you want. Just, it has to be out of sight. And then in a month or so, you take down the box and then you think about how much you've been missing these things. And have you been any less happy without these things? Most likely, you've been the same amount of happy as you were before, maybe even a little bit lighter. So I really recommend you to do this exercise because it will show you that you most likely can live without this stuff that you've collected. Because the thing is, usually, like a lot of us have boxes standing around maybe from childhood or from grandparents, and when stuff just sits there and we don't use it, it just gets dusty, and maybe we open up these boxes once a year, maybe once every 5 years. It becomes stagnated energy, and that is not good for us. If we have stagnated energy in our bodies, it creates disease, and if it's in our surroundings, then it creates clutter in our minds, it gets difficult to get around, it just creates negative energy in our house. So try the exercise. Number 2, sort out your stuff. If you have a really big house and you have lots of stuff, then I can recommend you to maybe get some friends to help you out or some family members, because it will make this whole process easier, especially because your friends does not have the same attachment to your stuff as you do, so they might see things a little bit different than you. So if there are things that you have difficulty letting go of, then your friends might be a good support there because they are not emotionally involved in these things as you are. So see if you can get someone to help you out, and if you can't, then just take it a little bit at a time by yourself, and you will get there eventually. I can recommend you to start with one room at a time. If that's too much for you, if you really feel burned out, then just start with a cupboard at a time. And get everything out, sort everything out, everything that is broken, everything that just doesn't work anymore, just put it in a pile that just has to go to the trash. Everything that still works, but you don't need anymore, you don't use it, you haven't used it for a year maybe, and you know that you're not going to use it in the near future. If there's not a plan with it, then let it go. Put that in a pile and give it to charity. It sometimes makes it a little bit easier to give it to charity because then it feels like there's a purpose. It's a donation. It's not just throwing things out. If you have some really valuable stuff that you have a hard time letting go of because you paid a lot of money for it, then you can put that aside in a box and sell it. But be careful with that box. Do not let it sit anywhere. Even put a limit on it. Say, if this has not been sold within a month, then I either put the price way down or I give it away. Just get it out of your life. And the important thing is in this process that once you're done with one cupboard, if that's what you have the energy to do, one cupboard, then finish that. Like when everything's sorted out, put back the stuff that you're gonna keep, and then the stuff that you're not gonna keep, get it out of your house. Get it away so that you feel like you've accomplished something. It's finished. Don't just let it sit and think, okay, I'm gonna take another cupboard tomorrow, because if you don't get around to it, or you just don't have the energy tomorrow, then the stuff is gonna just stand around. So finish these little tasks, and maybe even when you have all the stuff out of your cupboard, clean it as well, so you don't have to take it all out again when you need to clean it and put it in. Just do that in the same process. And that brings me to advice number 3. Clean up. Really do a good clean, because once you've sorted everything out, it will also be easier to clean everything, because you don't have as much stuff you need to get around, or even the stuff itself you need to clean. So really do what I would call a good grandma clean, like a spring clean, where you wash the floors, you get the rugs outside and shake them, you wash the pillowcases, you wash your curtains, you get all the spider webs down. Just a really, really thorough clean. And when you've finished with a room, you've sorted it out and it's cleaned, you will most definitely feel a huge difference. Suddenly the energy can move around freely. Try to not stack things in corners or under beds. Just create space so they will be able to so the energy will be able to flow around the room. You will be able to feel the difference, I'm sure of it. And last but not least, advice number 4. Do not be scared of the empty space. Because once you've really cleaned out, you've gotten rid of a lot of stuff, maybe even half of your stuff or 1/3 of your stuff, then there will be a lot of empty space. There'll be empty space in your cupboards. Maybe you'll even have a completely empty cupboard that you can then get rid of. But also, if you have a lot of knickknacks and you've let go of half of those, and suddenly your shelves are not looking as full as they were before, then do not fall into the trap of putting up new stuff. Or even the stuff that you're still keeping, just putting it up to make it look like more. Just try again, give it a month, and just let yourself get used to the fact that there just is more space. Maybe there will even be, maybe the sounds will be different as well, because there's less stuff in your house. But just take time to get used to it, because you will adjust, and you will probably be able to even see how much clutter you had before. So just give it time. Just relax before you start doing anything new, and then see what happens. So I'm going to wish you good luck with this process. I'm sure that once you start sorting out things, you will start to feel lighter as well. And once you're done with it all, you will feel amazing. You'll have much more energy, much more mental energy as well. Because just because we got rid of a lot of stuff doesn't mean that a lot of other stuff is going to come in. It's all energetically, so we let go of things and new things come in. So you might get new relationships, you might go on a new journey, or you might have the energy to fix up the house, paint, or whatever it is. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear from you. Please ask me questions as well. And I wish you good luck with it all. See ya. Ciao.